Today we're going to read A Toxic Workplace. This was written by Chris Carter from the Upper Intermediate Business Lessons on Heads Up English. All right, could you read paragraph 1? In paragraph 1, as you read, if you have a question about a vocabulary word or the context, just stop and let us talk about it then, right?
All right, okay.
You may begin.
Okay. A toxic workplace. If an article can be believed, pressure, stress, and job insecurity form the foundation on which Amazon is built. In its quest to become the company where people can discover anything they want online, employees work past midnight, complain if workers are slow to respond to mail. Yeah.
I think it was emails.
Yeah, to email. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bicker and argue in meetings, and betray colleagues. The corporate philosophy exists at every level of the organization. In addition, it goes against all of the ideas of good management.
Okay. What is this paragraph about? What exactly is this paragraph about?
I think about the stress in work.
Okay. The stress in work of what?
In Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the stress that the employees are under stress because they are working in like not bad condition, but they working so hard, like past midnight, and co-workers, and they are complain the atmosphere in the company too, that it's not very good because they don't cooperate together. They complaining each other, and they have.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Okay.
And paragraph 2.
Okay. Paragraph 2. Over 100 former employees provided information on the article, giving such stories as grown men crying as they excited meetings.
Exited, which means to leave. Exited, which means to leave.
Silly.
Exited.
Oh.
Means to leave. Exited means to leave.
To leave. Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay. Exited meeting. Each month, employees must justify their performance on a variety of metrics, with the bottom performers fired. Wow. When 100 former employees provided information on the article, giving such stories as grown men crying at the exit meeting. Each month, employees must justify their performance. No, I don't get it. They also provide information. No,
Okay.
I don't understand this one.
So this paragraph is saying that once they have a meeting, when Amazon has a meeting with the employees, they talk about what went well, what didn't go well, and they talk about their job performance using a metric system. That's some type of measurement that they may need to meet a particular quota of sending out so many boxes per hour. And if an employee isn't meeting their quota or their metrics, they may fire them. And when people are fired, they typically end up being very sad and unhappy, which might result in crying. Do you understand?
Yes. So the company puts some standards, and the employees, if they are if they are below or this standard, they get fired. I'm giving their evaluation. The evaluation is where the employee may be fired because the employee was not able to meet the standard or to meet the standard of metric.
Okay. So if an employee doesn't meet the performance standard, most likely he or she will be fired. Okay.
Paragraph 3.
Paragraph 3.
Yeah. The result is ruthlessly. What does this mean?
Okay, that means ruthlessly. Ruthlessly, it means without any emotion, very mean-spirited. It's like a bully, somewhat like a bully.
Oh, okay. The result is a ruthlessly competitive environment. It has been called rank and yank, which means employees are ranked and the least productive are fired. And evidence from other organizations show that such a system creates distrust. After all, if colleagues are likely to stab you in the back, no one values teamwork or knowledge sharing.
Okay, what is this paragraph 3 about?
Paragraph 3, that the as a result from paragraph 1 and 2, the atmosphere in the company is very competitive environment, and it is and the employee can be fired if he is not productive, and they found that this is an evidence from other organizations that this system is distrust, and all the colleagues are not, they don't believe in the values of teamwork and knowledge sharing.
Most companies believe in working collaboratively and not against one another.
And not against one another.
Amazon tends to want employees to be at odds with each other. So when it says that Amazon wants the employees to be at odds with each other, it sets it up as a competition. Remember, Amazon ships out boxes of books or foodstuffs or items. If I'm working for Amazon and you're working for Amazon, if I can put things in 5 boxes in 30 minutes, and you can only put things in 3 boxes in 30 minutes, they're going to let you go.
Wow.
So it's a very competitive employer for the employees. Okay, that's what that means. And that's what it means by the employees are at odds with each other. Amazon tends to want the employees to be at odds. They want to get the most out of each employee, as if the employees are robots.
Oh, okay.
That's how I see them.
And ruthlessly?
Ruthlessly means without consideration of feelings. They work you to death. They work you like you are a robot. Ruthless means that you don't have any compassion. or
Okay.
any emotion.
Mhm. Okay.
And paragraph 4,
Jeff Bezos, the
Be- Bezos, Jeff
Bezos,
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon, quickly responded to the article, explaining that the environment at Amazon is friendly but intense. He said that he couldn't recognize the toxic environment in the article and doubted any tech company could survive, let alone thrive. With these kinds of policies, he concluded that unsupportive management practices would not be tolerated. What thrive, let alone thrive?
Thrive means to grow and become good at what you do. Like children can thrive in an environment where the teachers want them to learn. Children thrive in a friendly environment. It's not hostile.
Mhm. And tolerated?
Tolerate means to put up with. So when they called you today at school and said that you need to pick up your child, they would not tolerate your children staying in school, which means they didn't allow your children to stay in school today.
Not allowed.
Yeah, so tolerate means to allow.
Okay. Okay.
But if it's intolerate, that means it is not allowed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What I understand from paragraph 4 that the CEO of Amazon responded to the article and he justified, right?
Justified.
Justify the environment in Amazon by saying it's very friendly but intense. And he said that a technology company and no environment in the article and doubted any tech company could survive. This means that he justified that they supposed to be like that just to survive because any other company, tech company, won't be able to survive if they don't do like that.
That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Okay, if this company did not operate this way, it would not be able to survive. Okay, and think about it, he may be true. If people pack boxes at the level of which they wanted to, then they might not be the top producers of this type of business. So you have to push your employees to give more than just a small amount. The employees have to give more than just the standard. They have to go above and beyond what is required. Sometimes you can go to a job and you'll see some employees, they're very hard workers. They work harder than anyone else. And you wonder, why do they work so hard? It makes me look bad because they work so hard. And this is what they're saying at Amazon. If you want to remain at Amazon, you have to do more than just the average amount of work. You have to do 150%.
So the question is, do they pay?
No, they pay very little. They don't pay high wages. One, it doesn't require much education to put things in a box.
Yes.
You don't have to be very intelligent, but you do need to be a very fast and hard worker. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Now let's look at the vocabulary words and tell me another synonym for justify. What is another synonym for the word justify?
Um, explain or
Mhm.
giving reasons.
Yeah, explain, give reason,
Mhm.
okay. And bicker.
No, I don't know what speaker means.
To bicker means to argue or disagree.
Oh, okay.
Yank.
No, I don't know.
Yank means to remove.
Remove.
Mhm. Like they were yanked from their position. They were yanked from the position of packing the boxes, which means when they were yanked, they were probably fired.
Oh,
Thrive.
strive. I know the meaning, but I can't find.
Okay, to grow, to thrive, to grow, to nourish. So if you want to thrive or keep your job, you have to work very hard at Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
To grow, to nourish, to remain. Okay, distrust.
Distrust. We can say doesn't believe, not honest. Okay, not honest, doesn't believe, or don't believe that. Yeah.
Okay, tolerated.
Sorry to not allowed. Oh, okay, allow something. Okay.
Ruthlessly.
Uh,
To be a bully. To treat in a bad way.
mhm, in a bad way. Okay.
Intense.
Under stress, we can say intense, very
Possibly stressful.
stressful.
Serious. Possibly stressful, serious, very focused. And then quest.
Like discussion or
In search of something.
okay.
To seek and answer. And betray is to.
Not trust or no,
Yeah, that's right. Not trustful.
not trustful. Okay.
Trustful. Conceal the truth.
Someone.
Not honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So here is your vocabulary words from the article of today. So as we talk about this article, we have summarized each of the paragraphs. Read each of the summaries, and then I want you to tell me what this entire article is about. Read each of the summaries for paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, and paragraph 4. Can you summarize those for me?
Okay. Do I read them loud?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
Yes.
This paragraph is about the stress and work at Amazon. The employees are under stress because they are working under very harsh conditions. The employees complain that the atmosphere is not very good. Paragraph 2, summary. When employees are giving their evaluation, if the evaluation is poor, the employee may be fired because the employee was not able to meet the standard or the metric of performance. performance. Can we go down a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you. Paragraph 3 summary. This paragraph suggests that Amazon is a very competitive employer, and if people can perform better than another co-worker, the co-worker that produces the least amount of work will be fired. This system is different from other countries. Most companies believe in working collaboratively and not against one another. Amazon tends to want employees to be at odds with each other. Jeff Bezos says, if this company didn't operate this way, it would not be able to survive.
Okay. Now, what is this article? What is this article about a toxic work environment, about a toxic workplace? What is it exactly about?
In general, or should I talk about the Amazon?
Well, in general, but you can talk about Amazon, but in general, what is a toxic workplace?
A toxic workplace when is the co-workers or colleagues in the workplace are not friendly and they betray each other.
And that's about the extent of it. A toxic workplace is where employees do not get along with each other. They don't work together. They work against each other. That is a toxic workplace.
Yes.
Now, we've had our vocabulary words from yesterday: marginal, gainful, inherent, etc. Can you tell me about this article and use any of these words above?
Okay, talking about toxic workplace using the words above.
Yeah, now we're talking about a toxic workplace using the words above.
Oh, okay. A toxic workplace, which a place that the people work in can find a marginal amount of teamwork and I'm so bad at this.
Okay, well,
I'm awful.
But no, you're not awful. You just need practice in doing it. I'm going to put the words down here.
Okay.
While I'm going to do something else with these words. I'm going to create a small dialogue, 1, 2, 3, down here. While you're looking at the words, you can keep talking about the words. Keep talking about the words.
Okay.
Try to tell me about the words.
About marginal and gainful?
Yes, all of them. Marginal, gainful, inherent.
Oh, yeah. Do you mean continue what I was talking about, the toxic workplace using this word?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. A toxic workplace is when some people work in a company that they you can't find there a teamwork. You just find I don't know.
Okay, well, okay, go through and tell me what the words mean then.
Okay, marginal means small amount, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Gainful is something gainful like to win some, not winning, but to gain something or.
Yeah, it is to benefit.
Oh, benefit, yeah. Inherit means a result of something.
Very good.
Well, the other discounted, that means uh, will happen as a result of something too, right?
Mm-hmm. Discounted means that most likely it will result in something.
Yeah. In incarceration means when someone did something bad and go to the in prison.
To jail or
Jail.
incarcerated. They're in
Yeah.
jail. Mm-hmm.
Alternative mean another option, like when we have alternative situation or work or prescribe. I can say an example like the doctor prescribe a medicine.
Mm-hmm. So it's to give something or make a decision about something.
Yeah. Substantial mean a huge.
Yes. It means a large amount of something.
Yes. And lord means uh, attractive or to give to make someone do something and give him a reward.
Right. To convince someone to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it means. Something like that. All right. So now what we're going to do is talk about this article to some extent. I'm going to read a student one. I can't believe what we read today about the Amazon company. Okay, then you'll be student 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're going to say something. We're just trying to understand the vocabulary word. I was so desperate for a job that I was lured into the company. I don't know if I will be able to maintain gainful employment. Okay. It took you a long time to decide on working for this company. Do they really do a lot of bickering among the employees? And actually they do. This is an part of the job. Many employees are not sure if they will have a job from one day to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what a betrayal. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is develop a conversation. I'm going to read a student 1. You read a student 2. We'll just work with this little bit for a moment. I can't believe what we read today about the Amazon company.
I was so desperate for a job that I was lured into the company. I don't know if I will be able to maintain gainful employment.
It took you a long time to decide on working for this company. Do they really do a lot of bickering among the employees?
Actually, they do. This is an inherent part of the job. Many employees are not sure if they will have a job from one day to the next.
Oh, what a betrayal. Okay, so now let me see how this is going. It is the company. It is the COR, and it exists at every level of the organization. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to help me complete this by telling me what you think you would say. Okay?
Okay.
This goes against everything that most reputable organizations do. And you could say, when you don't know what to say, you can say, this is true. Then I'm going to say, another thing is, so I got that one paragraph. And we're going to go here, Control C, and put it down there. And I'll put 3 down here, Control C. And number 4, Control C. Okay, so now we're down here. Another thing is some employees are actually guilty of crime once they have lost their job. What would you say? What would you say that to the another thing is some employees, what would you say?
In between, or do you mean
Right
the answer?
Right here, when I say another thing, some employees are actually guilty of crime once they have lost their job.
I would say, oh, it's awful. They are so
Good. That's good.
okay.
Okay. And these are the vocabulary words from yesterday. Okay, then you're saying, oh my, that is simply awful. I heard that this information was included in a performance report from an employee. Okay, then you could say, tell me more about that. And I would say, sure, just think about it. If you were to get fired, you most likely would cry too. What would you say?
Yes, I will.
Okay. You're right.
You're right. Yeah.
What would be my alternative? I have been without work for so long in my family, and I need the income to pay our bills and take care of personal items for the welfare of our family. Okay. I don't think the employees are making a substantial amount of money, and I can understand but not agree with why some people will end up
From the company.
Okay. Well, don't let that happen to you. There is no reason to steal. You have many friends like me that will help you out by loaning you money for the long term. Okay, so what would you say?
Well, don't make that happen. Yeah, there is no reason.
You're so kind. Okay.
Yeah.
And, okay. It is so sad that a company could have such ruthless behavior that it would allow the employees to act in a repetitive manner. Okay, what would you say? Oh, it's me. That's my turn. Okay. The phrase yank and the phrase rank and yank is so ruthless. Anyway, what does it mean? What does it mean? What does yank and make? What does rank and yank mean?
I know Yank is fired or removed from the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rank, and I don't know rank. What rank means? Mm. Oh, okay.
Okay. Mm. Okay, what would you say? This, of course, must make the employees distrust each other, right?
Yes, that's correct. There's someone else in the back.
Mm. What would you say?
I don't know. I don't know if I will thrive.
Remember?
Here either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good idea.
Okay, great. Okay, and
That's a good idea.
Okay, so let's stop there and we'll practice our dialogue now. I'll read a student one and then we'll try and change roles. I can't believe what we read today about the Amazon company.
I was so desperate for a job that I was lured into the company. I don't know if I will be able to maintain gainful employment.
It took you a long time to decide on working for this company. Do they really do a lot of bickering among the employees?
Actually, they do. This is an inherent part of the job. Many employees are not sure if they will have a job from one day to the next.
Oh, what a betrayal.
It is a corporate philosophy and it exists at every level of the organization.
This goes against everything that most reputable organizations do.
This is true.
Another thing is some employees are actually guilty of crime once they have lost their job.
Oh my, that's simply awful.
I heard that this information was included in a performance report from an employee.
Tell me more about that.
Sure, just think about it. If you were to get fired, you most likely would cry too.
You're right. What would be my alternative? I have been without work for so long, and my family and I need the income to pay our bills and take care of our personal items for the welfare of our family.
I don't think the employees are making a substantial amount of money, and I can understand but not agree with why some people will end up incarcerated for stealing from the company.
Well, don't let that happen to you. There is no reason to steal. You have many friends like me that will help you out by loaning you money for the long term.
You are so kind.
It is so sad that a company could have such a ruthless behavior that it would allow the employees to act in a competitive manner.
That word's going to be ruthless now. Ruthless.
Ruthless, yes.
The phrase rank and yank is so ruthless. Anyway, what does it mean?
Rank and yank means that an employee has been removed from a position and someone else was promoted or moved into the empty position.
This, of course, must make the employees distrust each other, right?
Yes, that's correct. It is like stabbing someone in the back.
I don't know if I could tolerate working for a company such as this.
I don't know if I will thrive here either.
My suggestion is that you stay there as long as you can tolerate it. After that, choose another job.
That's a good idea. I'm glad to have you as a friend and someone I can talk with. So soon enough, I will have to find another alternative for work.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you to read as student 1, and I'm going to read as student 2. Okay.
Okay. I can't believe what we read today about the Amazon company.
I was so desperate for a job that I was lured into the company. I don't know if I will be able to maintain gainful employment.
It took you a long time to decide on working for this company. Do they really do a lot of bickering among the employees?
Actually, they do. This is an inherent part of the job. Many employees are not sure if they will have a job from one day to the next.
Oh, what a betrayal.
It is a corporate philosophy, and it exists at every level of the organization.
This goes against everything that most re-
Reputable.
reputable organizations do. Reputable.
This is true.
Another thing is, some employees are actually guilty for crying once they have lost their job.
Oh my, that is simply awful.
I heard that this information was included in a performance report from an employee.
Tell me more about that.
Sure, just think about it. If you were to get fired, you most likely would cry too.
You're right. What would be my alternative? I have been without work for so long, and my family and I need the income to pay our bills and take care of personal items for the welfare of our family.
I don't think the employees are making a substantial amount of money, and I can understand but not agree with why some people will end up incarcerated for stealing from the company.
Well, don't let that happen to you. There's no reason to steal. You have many friends like me that will help you out by loaning you money for the long term.
You are so kind.
It is so sad that a company could have such ruthless behavior that it would allow the employees to act in a competitive manner.
The phrase rank and yank is so ruthless. Anyway, what does it mean?
Rank and yank means that an employee has been removed from a position and someone else was promoted or moved into the empty position.
Hmm, this of course must make the employees distrust each other, right?
Yes, that is correct. It is like stabbing someone in the back.
I don't know if I could tolerate working for a company such as this.
I don't know if I will thrive here either.
My suggestion is that you stay there as long as you can tolerate it. After that, choose another job.
That's a good idea. I'm glad to have you as a friend and someone I can talk with. Soon enough, I will have to find another alternative for work. Okay, well, that concludes our lesson for today. Did you enjoy today's class?
Yes, it's totally new information for me about Amazon.
Yeah,
I will read more about it.
yeah, it was interesting when I learned that much about it, but I can think about the way that companies are going today, that it is, people are expected to do more for less, and we are acting more like robots as we continue to grow. So we've got the vocabulary words from yesterday. I incorporated all of the vocabulary from yesterday into today's lesson in the dialogue and included most of today's vocabulary in the dialogue as well. So my goal for you is to be exposed to a lot of vocabulary so that you can pick and choose good words when you're talking with other people outside of the class. All right, well, thank you so much for the class today. It was my pleasure and I appreciate your patience. I'm going to stop the video now.
Yes.